Hello, my beautiful people. So, this will be a video discussing um, dreaming of a past loved one. Typically, if you was married and your spouse died, perhaps a long-term relationship with, boyfriend, girlfriend. So, I recently had someone reach out to me, a close girlfriend of mine, sister friend, I would like to say, so it won't be misinterpreted. Um, Informed me of a dream that she had about her husband, and her husband been dead for a quite some time now, like years. I would say over 5 years, and excuse me, I'm drinking something, so I'm just drinking something while I'm making this video. Yeah, so he's been dead for some time now, like over 5 years, and she recently had a dream about him. They do have a child together, and lately, I would say she's been dealing with different things, but mainly she stated that she had a dream, and the dream felt so real, and to the point that she was able to recognize, like, okay, this is a dream. Like, something within her was giving her that energy, like, okay, this isn't real. All right, so I'm gonna go into what the details of the dream was. So she told me that she had a dream that she was in the bed. She recently had a child, a baby. The baby had to be at least 1 month within the dream. She was in the bed, the baby was in the crib, and she got up, she got the baby, and then her husband appeared, and it was as if they was like this big happy family. And at the time that her oldest child that she has with him in real life was in a dream, but within a dream, her son he had to be like 5 or 6 years old, and he was in another room. So she was holding the baby, her husband was there, and it just felt so good. Um, she stated that she felt like really happy, and like she just was feeling happy. In real life, she actually started a new job, but the dream kind of intertwined with her current employment. So she like, oh, okay, well, I gotta find a babysitter, because I know my husband's gotta go to work, I gotta go to work, or whatever the case may be. So she stated while she was thinking those things, like, okay, I don't know who's gonna watch my child, whatever, in a dream. Then something kind of like came over her, like, okay, this isn't real, because something in her spirit told her, okay, your husband is dead, he's not alive. So she had the baby, and she's holding the baby, but all these thoughts and all this stuff from her intuition was kind of like informing her, like, okay, you have a new baby, but your husband's not real. So she was kind of like feeling this within her spirit. She actually tried. She stated that she put the baby down. She went towards the door because her husband was like going to work or something like that. And as he was leaving, she was telling him, like, you're not real. And then all of a sudden he kind of shifted into like this dark being, which was crazy, and he had her like pinned down against the door, and it was like so awkward for her. She stated that it kind of, in that moment, she felt like she couldn't move. It was holding her, whatever, like that. But then somehow she was able to shift out of that. But then when she shifted out of that, it went right back to, I don't want to say to where she was at or whatever, but I don't know, like she stated that the dream shifted, and she was on the couch holding a baby, feeling really psychotic, because she like, okay, well, I have this baby and my husband is here, but I know my husband is dead. So at this time, she was able to see her son, and like I said, within a dream, her son was like 5 or 6, and so he was playing, having a good time or whatever, right? So she's sitting on the couch just looking crazy and feeling like very, like just feeling out of it, because she like, all right, I got this newborn baby, but and the husband is sitting right next to her at that time, and just kind of like, holding her and stuff like that. But she got the baby, and she like, this cannot be, like, but she's not able to say, oh well, this is a dream. That's not what the spirit, or like, this is everything she's telling me. That's not what really is like going through her mind, like, all right, this is a lucid dream, or this is a dream where I have some type of awareness if this is a dream. No, she had this awareness of her husband being dead, but not able to be like, all right, this is a dream. Not, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it was. So she was sitting there holding a baby, and her husband was sitting there, right? So the child was just being played for, whatever, right? And so she asked her son, she was like, all right, is this baby real? Her son said, yes, the baby's real. And then she said, well, is he real? When she pointed to her husband, and her son said, no, he's not real. And so that's when she was sent out of the dream. And when I say sent out of the dream, I mean in terms of being like summons to reality, like, for a regular term, she woke up, let's put it like that. And when she woke up, she stated that made her feel so sad. She was crying. But prior to her waking up, when her son said he's not real, he actually grabbed her hand in a consoling way. Her husband grabbed her hand, like, as if he was like, you know how when your spouse hold your hand, the top of your hand, like, let's say your hand is rested on your leg area, your thigh, and he gently touched her hand on top of it and like kind of squeezed it a little bit, like to console her. But she stated like when she woke up, she was just crying because it was just so sad to her, because within the dream, for a quick second, it felt like, all right, my life is kind of back to where it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she was not able to realize that, okay, the spirit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't able to realize within the dream, like, all right, I'm dreaming. This isn't like, but it was something within her that was saying, well, this ain't real. And so she was asking me to kind of like interpret that for her. But what I was picking up in terms of that dream is that sometimes you have to definitely keep it 100% real with yourself. Sometimes we want a fantasy, but we have to be real enough to say that, okay, and accept the fact that, all right, I may not have a spouse or a husband or somebody that could help me out, but at the same time I still have to raise a child. Like you're like, a lot of women may feel like, okay, well, I need a man to help me, or I need a woman to help me raise these children that I'm left with because of, death within the family. But the reality is, sometimes that fantasy may not be. It may not come. You know what I'm saying? Because let's keep it real. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I just honestly feel like not every man can be trusted with your children. Let's keep it real. You see on the news all the time how men be raping their girlfriends' kids, killing them, doing all this stuff like that. Maybe the real thing is that you're a single parent and you have to accept the fact that you are, and create a strong support system that you have within your family to help you sustain that, so you could work and do what you have to do. But you don't have to create something that may be detrimental to your life. Like, a lot of people, like I heard, like this woman said, oh, well, I need to find a father for my son because he needs a positive male role model within his life. But that same positive role that positive role model, or whatever, role model, let's keep it like that, may be a fucking demon. And when I say demon, because not all demons is bad, I'm talking about a horrible person that could, like, beat your child or rape your child or do something like that. That's what I was getting from that. I was picking up those energies from that. And sometimes you do have your past loved ones to communicate with you via dreams and send you messages. Perhaps there's something that they wasn't able to tell you, and within the dream they was able to communicate via symbols and stuff like that. Do I believe that was her husband? Then what was that? Then you got to ask yourself, what was that shit that he shifted into when she said you're not real, and he turned into like some type of demonic thing and holding her down, or some type of force to hold her down, keep her pinned down in a corner. What was all that about? See, that's the thing you got to think about too. So, like, because we not, like, you can have it all, but you may not have it at the same time. Maybe sometimes, all right, you just lost someone, y'all was very close, y'all had a family or whatever like that. He no longer, or she no longer involved in your life. Maybe it's time for you to just kind of do some self-analyze and get yourself together. Create a structure within your family that you could kind of balance it. But to, like, constantly allow different men or different women around your children that you don't know, and they might have evil intentions, that's not good either. But that's just my 2 cents on it. But I have to go.